King Charles III has been warned he could be faced with one huge problem when trying to evict Prince Andrew from his £30 million Royal Lodge home. The Duke of York is reportedly refusing to leave the sprawling Berkshire property, which he shares with ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, during extensive and required building works, in case he is evicted and never gets back into it. He is currently involved in a standoff with the King, who is keen for Andrew to move out of the home he has lived in for over 20 years. This is all due to the newly crowned monarch's plans for a scaled-down monarchy and property portfolio. But Andrew is seemingly showing little sign of budging, particularly after he took out a 75-year lease on the property in 2003 following the death of the late Queen Mother. Daily Express royal expert Richard Palmer explained the house doesn't fall into what is known as the occupied royal palace's estate, like some 200 other royal properties, but is instead a Crown estate property. He told the Daily Express Royal Roundup, "The King is saying I can support you in the way I used to support you, like your mother used to be able to support you, and am worried, are you going to be able to stay there and do the maintenance work that is needed on the property?" I think Andrew is saying I'm not moving and I will find a way, but nobody is quite clear how exactly he's going to do that. Get the latest royal news straight to your phone by joining our WhatsApp community. I think the King is putting pressure on his brother to move to something smaller and something that is more financially manageable. But apart from the financial support he gives him, he doesn't have a lot of leverage over that. He can't evict his brother from Royal Lodge because, as I have said, that is a Crown estate property. The monarchy is technically the owner of the Crown estate, but in name only, and it is basically an independent property company that makes money from the UK government. Don't miss: Andrew was left money in Queen's will to stay at his beloved Royal Lodge. Comments: Lady Louise set to make high-profile appearance this week. Latest: forgotten forbidden romance between Princess Anne and Camilla's ex-husband. Report: Mr. Palmer believes the firm will be wondering how Andrew will be able to afford the vast renovations at Royal Lodge himself should he still refuse to move from there. The royal expert was asked, how would he be able to afford all of these renovations if he is no longer a senior working royal and is quite tight-lipped about what he is doing these days given the headlines from the last few years. Where's this money coming from? The royal expert replied, that's a question the family is asking, if he can afford it. I think he has private investments. Did he inherit money from his parents? Probably not too much, because I suspect it was passed from monarch to monarch, but the King may have found a way of funneling some money toward him. The latest comments come with Andrew reportedly fearing he could be evicted from Royal Lodge if he were to move out, even on a temporary basis. A source told the Daily Mail, it's become farcical. Andrew has roof repairs scheduled later this summer which will take several months to complete, and has been advised that staying in the house during those renovations could prove problematic. But he is reluctant to leave. Insiders have also claimed it would make sense for the Duke of York to move to Frogmore Cottage, the former home of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. But another source has claimed Andrew is adamant that he will not become the new resident of the smaller property in Windsor. They said, they originally wanted Andrew out of Royal Lodge so that the property could be renovated and prepared for new lodgers. But he is adamant that, as he has so many years left to run on his lease and he spent millions from his own fortune doing up the place, he is not going to leave his home. He feels very strongly, perhaps with some justification, that they are moving the goalposts suddenly and it is hugely unfair.